Welcome back to the Orion Outdoors Company channel. Drew Liskey here, and today we're going to take a look at the Fabarm Elos N2 Sporting. Let's take a look. As with most of our reviews, we'll take a start at the buttstock. The Fabarm Elos N2 Sporting is a competition over and under. It features what I would consider a grade 1 Turkish walnut stock. At the end we have a micro-style rubber recoil pad, which is comparable to all of the rubber recoil pads that you're going to see on the Fabarm's full lineup of shotguns, including their semi-autos. As we move forward, we'll see that this particular model has some decent straight grain. Generally speaking, the grain on the Elos N2 Sporting is relatively simple and lighter in color compared to, if you're looking on the spectrum of light versus dark wood, Elos N2 Sporting is typically on the lighter side, though we have seen a couple dark blanks. This piece on the top is actually an adjustable cone. It is a black painted walnut, so it's not rubber. It's not hard, but it's not like a soft rubber. It is a black painted wood. This adjustable cone is 4-way adjustable, up, down, left, and right. At this price point, very few guns offer a factory adjustable cone on their standard model. So that's a really nice feature of the Fabarm Elos N2 All Sport. Why is that nice? Because it allows you to adjust the gun to you. So if it doesn't fit you right out of the box, there's a very high chance we can get it to fit you perfectly. I've got my comb wrench here, and we'll just take a quick look at that. Both of these two screws, just removable with an Allen wrench. I got this one started ahead of time, so we can take it right off. There's that black painted walnut comb piece. And then here we have what they call the Micrometer 3D adjustable comb. You also see that the Micrometer 3D logo is on the stock. This is just for looks. It's kind of an embellishment, advertising for the adjustable comb system, which is adjustable. And it's micrometer because you can adjust it to the micrometer. It goes up and down just by twisting these up and down. And then you can also loosen this piece right here, and it goes left and right, as with most adjustable combs. There is an inlet here for another Allen wrench so that you can make sure that this is nice and tight before you completely fasten it, and then put the comb back on. I've noticed it's important with almost all adjustable combs, when you tighten and loosen it, to only do a couple rotations. The screw that's inside of this typically can become unthreaded from this hole, and they are set in from the inside. So if you unthread the screw from this adjustable comb, you'll create some damage in the hole because the head of the screw is larger than the diameter of this hole that's used there. Moving forward, we have some laser cut checkering, which is very nice, just like a classical style laser cut checkering. We have a receiver, which is a black receiver with the trunnions here have a little orange accent in the middle of them. Little orange accent on the side of the receiver itself as well. We have kind of a cross weave pattern, very popular in Fabarm shotguns in general, on the top of what I would call like the scalloped region of the receiver, on the fore-end iron, as well as on the top lever. On the bottom of the gun, we have no cross weave pattern, just plain. It says 100% made in Italy, Fabarm Elos N2. The trigger is about a 3.5 pound pull. It is adjustable for length of pull, so there is a set screw in here where you can adjust the trigger blade forward and backward. As we move forward, you'll see that the barrels are 630 BAR proofed in the Italian proof house, which is a very high proof level rating. Both the barrel and the receiver are designed to take a lot of abuse, more than you are going to find in pretty much any target or waterfowl load. They are steel shot proof, so in the time that you require steel shot, or if government limitations require steel proof, you are all set with this gun. There is a ventilated midrib and a ventilated top rib. It's about 6 millimeters high. Relatively speaking, this is a flat rib gun. We have a mid bead and we have a Bradley style front bead. The Fabarm barrel technology is what they call tri-bore, which has extended forcing cones. The tri-bore is some of the most state-of-the-art barrel technology on the market. Fabarm has invested a lot in terms of technology in the firearms industry. If you visit their factory in Italy, you'll notice that they use a lot of really high-end modern computers and technology to build these guns. At the end, we have their XS-HP extended choke tubes, which is the exact same choke tubes used in their Fabarm semi-auto sporting guns. Moving forward, we'll look at the receiver of the Elos N2 All Sport. It's not the simplest design that I've seen. It's also not very complicated. The realm in engineering is kind of moderate. It's a well-designed, very simple, but there are quite a few parts involved in this receiver. You'll see at the top series here, we have an all-enclosed mainspring, meaning that the mainspring hammer is all one piece. We've got our hammers here, and on the other side here, I got this one cocked back so that you can see them both. We have our safety and our barrel selector up here at top. Here is our inertia block as we move the safety backwards. The inertia block will be removed. Now it can't make contact with the sears to release the hammers. As we move it forward, it will make contact with the sears so that you can release the hammers. With the Fabarm over-under shotgun, because of this design, it is easier to change the barrel selector with the gun in safety when it's not in contact with the sears. So move it back, and then our barrel selector will go left and right from there. Barrel selector on Fabarm shotguns, typically, got to put a little bit of effort into moving that back and forth. Not the simplest of energy will move that back and forth. So put a little bit of a muscle into it and you'll be able to move it left and right for your top and your bottom barrels. Safety again. Right now, the top lever is in the closed position as if the gun is going to be used. So it'll allow me to release. Just take a look here and you will see it has a little bit of take up before it is released. It's about 3.5 pound pull, but it has a little bit more take up than a lot of guns in this price point. That's probably really the only con of this gun, in my opinion, in terms of the design of it, is that there is quite a bit of take up in the trigger. It's something that you'll be comfortable with, but it may just be kind of unusual when you try it for the first time. That kind of wraps up the review of this shotgun. However, before we conclude, I'd like to go through some pros and cons of this particular model. That way you can kind of get a feel for what you can look for, and if the con is something that doesn't bother you, then it may be just the perfect gun for you. In terms of pros, the biggest pro I think is that it's very adjustable. Comes with the adjustable comb factory. An awesome feature, great for new shooters, great for youth. This gun is just so adjustable for different applications, different disciplines, different types of people. Number two, the Fabarm design is very, very, very good design. The Fabarm barrel lockup system is comparable to the Caesar Guerini, which is 2 to 3 times the price of what you would pay for a gun like this. And lastly, I think the pro that I would give is that it is a great weight for kind of every type of shooter. It's got the weight of like the Brescia Silver Pigeon. It's like a 7.5 pound gun. It's not an 8 pound gun. It's also very low recoiling. So if you're looking for a gun where, someone that may not be super strong can be able to handle it, I think this would be the one. It's available in 12 gauge with 30 or 32 inch barrels. Fabarm also offers similar guns in smaller gauges, kind of based off this same exact platform. In terms of cons, the biggest one in my opinion is just the take up in the trigger. The trigger design isn't the best. I mean, I say that it's a good design, it's just not the best feeling trigger. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's going to work for a very, very long time. It's just not the crispest trigger that you're going to find in a sporting clays gun. The second thing, and this is kind of a personal thing for me, is I'm not a huge fan of the Schnabel forend on this particular gun. I like Schnabel forends on a lot of guns, but for whatever reason, whether it's the shape of this one or the length of the forend on the Elos N2 All Sport and Elos N2 Sporting, not a big fan of the Schnabel. The All Sport model, which I accidentally just spoke about, has a English rounded forend, which is, my opinion, the preferred forend type for a sporting shotgun. And that's really those only two things, the forend and the little bit of play in the trigger are really the only things that are not exceptional on this gun. Everything else about it from the quality of the wood to the adjustability of the rubber recoil pad, adjustability of the comb, adjustability of the trigger. It's just really good. Hard to find at any gun in this price point. Thank you very much for watching this Fabarm Elos N2 Sporting review. We appreciate the fact that you took the time out of your day to watch our video. Feel free to like and subscribe to our channel so you can see more great content like this. And if you happen to own a Fabarm Elos N2 Sporting, or maybe you got one and sold it, or you looked at one and decided against it, we'd love to hear your feedback. Why did you like it? Why did you not like it? Just feel free to write your comments in the comment section below this video. Thank you very much and have a great day.